Hi, my name is Leo Matthysen. I am 18 years old. I grew up in Mitchell's Plain. I started playing tennis when I was 5 years old. My dad was the reason I got into tennis. Him and his friend went to play tennis at the tennis club where we lived. And he took me with one day, and I think since then I've always continued to play it, and enjoyed it. Fairtree has been with me since I think I was 9 years old, so it's been very long. It's been like 10 years now that Fairtree has been helping me, and every year they would help me financially and with a few other things also, like my equipment, my clothing and things like that. The main thing I think we struggled with a lot on our way to get me to where I want to be is of course the financial side of things, because it takes a lot. There's been a few times where Fairtree has been very, very helpful. I mean, especially when I would have to travel to some tournaments, and we needed the help. And I think Fairtree always, whenever they could, they would always help us. And it's been very amazing. I mean, we're very grateful for what they've done.
Exactly.
I'm gonna just chat with you. What are you thinking? Jimmy?
Sure, Leo.
Huh? Definitely? Yeah.
So I landed in Pretoria on Friday evening. It's been tough with the weather. It's a weird preparation into the tournament. I'm playing M15. It's the first level of men's tournaments that you can get to get ATP points. They count your best 18 results of the year. So you have 18 weeks, and how many ever points you get in that 18 weeks, they count it to your total points. And I think every tournament you play, I mean, if you win one round, you get a point. And then the more rounds you win, of course, the more the points increase. Look, I mean, it's weird. It's a weird feeling. It's the first time ever we coming into a tournament like this, like with little preparation actually. I mean, while we're here at least. So I don't know, it's first time I feel a bit nervous, honestly, because I literally found out like now, 10 minutes ago, who I'm playing. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes though. I mean, I feel good. I mean, we did the most we could, the best we could with the few days that we had in the rain. So yeah, I'm excited but very nervous, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the pre-match ritual, especially for the afternoon, I like to include, as well as his usual routine of dynamic warm-up. We will just go through a rundown of what we're trying to achieve out there. So a little bit of strategy, a little bit of tactics. But what I do like to include, especially playing in the afternoon, is a little bit of hand-eye coordination and a lot of reaction ball type stuff, and get the muscle firing. So a reaction ball into sprinting, just to make sure that he's super fired up and his muscles are super ready. we have not seen much of this guy. You know, they only did the draw and drew the spots for the qualifiers, so there's also no way for us to figure out who he was. We don't know many of these players, you know, so I just really try and urge Leo to focus on his game.
He kind of had, I want to say he had more momentum coming into the match. He played 2 matches in the last like few hours actually.
The guy served really well. We didn't serve well at all. The moment Leo doesn't serve well, we can't find the tennis we need to find. I think the double faults in the match also hurt us, you know. I mean, after the first set, we were in 6 and we served a couple, so we can't win matches like that.
I don't really know kind of my own level in matches anymore. I think that's something we need to find, because I think once anybody can find that, they'll know what to, I don't know, I want to say what level they can't go below. And they'll feel when they're going below that they need to push more to get it back to at least that okay level. And I think for me, right now, I don't know that. I think that's why in like moments where it's tough moments, it's almost like I don't know what I'm actually capable of doing in those moments.
6-2, 6-1.
I think his mind is all over the place at the moment, to be honest. There's a lot of noise. Just trying to give him as much tools as he can, just to see if we can block it out for this next match, you know? And that's what the best players can do.
So I've known Leo since he was tiny. He was a lot shorter than me back then. Now he's a lot taller than me. But yeah, he came to the academy when I was there, I think probably at least 6 years ago. And yeah, so I've watched him grow at the academy, watched him develop into an incredible player, and yeah.
Look, I think Valeria and Leo have a great relationship, and their relationship goes back more than a decade. So Valeria has watched Leo grow up. She's molded him. She's helped him. So I think it's just been such a beautiful relationship to see, and to see someone like Valeria also just nurture him, you know, encourage him, and at the same thing as well, Leo as well.
It takes a bit of time naturally to just adapt to the conditions, to the different players at a higher level. So for me, it's just literally about getting more matches in. And the more matches he gets in, the more comfortable he gets with his game, you're going to be seeing good results soon.
I think for me it was important to at least be here for him, because it's in South Africa. We don't have a lot of tournaments in South Africa. So when we do get the opportunity to support him and be there for him and watch him and enjoy what he's doing, I just thought, you know, let me just take the drive from Kimberley and be here for him. Bye-bye. So there you go.
That's two.
Just getting into the feeling of being at a tournament and playing in a tournament more and more again. Just I felt more comfortable. I felt like my presence was much better than last week's match. I mean, playing at altitude is always tougher for us coming from the coast because it's much faster and the ball bounce is much higher. And even with the physical side, it's harder for us to breathe here, I think, because we're not used to this altitude.
I think it's going to take one or two, matches where, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to look great, but we find a way to win ugly. Leo is just turned 18. For me, to get through the futures, it's going to take us, I think, a minimum of 4 or 5 years. We're hoping to play 25 to 30 of these tournaments this year. There's only 2 gone. We've still got another 23 chances. So if we stay focused, if we take what we learned here, and if we keep working on the right things, at what point is it going to turn?
Huh? It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Ik zie me gaan, ik kan kwaad. Maybe I can teach you. Maybe I can teach you.
I think for a lot of people it's different. I mean, for me, I think I've been through it a few times now, and I think this is the hardest part. I think this is the hardest one because I think this is not just, this is kind of like the beginning of going to be actually becoming a top 100 tennis player. For me, I would just tell myself to be happy on the court, I think, and not feel like it's the end of the world if I lose. I mean, I know I say that now, but on the court it's like I feel completely different. But I think that's something I would tell myself, just enjoy it again, and play freely, because I think once I get the momentum of that again, I think everything will start coming together.